All right. Welcome back to the We Is Smart podcast. This is B-Dub along with Tommy K.
Doc Lib.
And Doc Lib. Tommy K says howdy, which is with the sign language. So this is our last episode of the year.
Wow.
Yes. It's hard to believe. But
did 2025 seem to go fast for you guys?
Yeah.
I don't know, it seemed like a year.
It's like forever.
12 months, 52 weeks.
Only about 365 days. I mean, so.
Yeah.
I don't know, just it didn't seem as fast for me. I don't know.
That's fast?
Yeah.
I think the older you get, the faster time seems to go by.
Yeah.
So I'm getting younger.
Apparently.
I'm starting to thucking my thumb. I'm thucking my thumb.
You're doing what to it?
What's your thumb?
This is a family show, man.
Yeah. Well, I know some of the things we talk about, I don't know if it's really considered family. But anyway.
That was a bleep. I'm bleeping my thumb.
Okay, here's where I get to say it's like in karate when I'm teaching my students about making a fist,
yes.
First timers usually tuck their thumb. And so to get them to not do that, I go through whatever steps and then I say, so don't tum tuck, no tum tuck. Yeah, it's just goofy talk or whatever, but
all right.
So tum tucking, I don't know.
Tucking. So, all right. Like I said, this is the last episode of 2025. And I mean, we're like in our 13th and 14th episode. So it's not like we've had, 52 episodes, but what is something that challenged you guys this last year? Was there anything that challenged you guys this last year? Or was a challenge?
Yeah, probably to keep up with my exercise. I go to several classes at the YMCA every week. And I want to tell you, if it was all up to me just to do it on my own, I probably wouldn't do it. I'd wake up and say, oh, gosh, I don't feel like going. But I go with a couple other people. They come and pick me up and take me, so that encourages me. And then when I get there, the people that are there encourages me as well. So, yeah. So that was kind of a challenge.
You have that motivation a little bit with the help of other people. So
yeah.
I understand that. What about you, Tom?
I did not watch enough television.
That challenge you. That was challenging for you this year. You didn't watch enough television.
Yeah,
I mean, you got enough television going through your mind. You don't have to worry about it.
I will say this: at the beginning of this year, I was on a pace to read several books.
Yeah,
I'm not a fast reader by means, but I got up to like 17 or 18 books that I read for the year, and then I don't know when, it was like maybe late summer, early fall, whatever, it died. My
desire.
Thank you. Desire or pursuance of trying to do more reading. So I guess that was a disappointment for me. But I want to try and do more reading this coming year. So
good for you.
Yeah, it is
fundamental.
It certainly makes me our smarter.
Our smarter, yes.
That all right.
I guess
you am correct.
Yeah.
I guess for me, the biggest challenge was kind of what Gary was getting out there with going to the gym and stuff like that, because we've gone to the Y a few times and then we kind of stopped. And it's the biggest thing is just, getting the motivation to go there. And, once I'm there, I'm fine, but it's just getting there and getting to the routine and stuff like that. But So yeah, I've had that challenge this year when it comes to that. But
that's interesting because when you go, even on days when you feel like you don't go, you always 99.99% of the time feel better when you get done with your work.
Yeah, exactly. And all I was really doing, I mean, and I can do this anywhere. I don't have to do it at the gym. I would go up on the track at the Y and just walk around the track that's right above the gym there, and I'd just walk for like a half hour. And just that's what I would do. I mean, not saying I couldn't do anything else, but Tanisha's there and Brittany's there, and they get on the ellipticals or the treadmills or anything like that. They get on the different equipment, and I just walk. I enjoy my walking. I love doing that. So, but do you guys have any New Year's Eve traditions that you do?
Well, when I was a kid, we would, as a family of 5, mom and dad, and then us 3 kids, we'd always go out to eat somewhere, like not a McDonald's or anything, but like a Fridays or an Applebee's or something like that. Growing up in Toledo, there was this one restaurant called Victorian Station, I think is what it was called. It was a train car.
Yeah.
Type diner,
They have one here in Columbus, I think, too.
Yeah, like the Silver Dollars or whatever they're called. But we did that and then go to a movie or vice versa, which I think we would eat and then go to a movie and then go home to watch the ball drop.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I don't get into the ball dropping much anymore. I guess, when I started working the early mornings, my sleep habits had changed so much that now, that early morning alarm that goes off in my head, I'm up at 4:00 every day for no reason, So I start tinkering out, I guess, at certain times. So
I understand.
Next.
How about you, Gary? You got any New Year's Eve traditions?
Well, right now, as I got older and stuff like that, it wasn't as much. But we used to would stay up and we wouldn't go out to eat or anything. We would just get party foods and snacks and things of that nature and watch some of the, stuff that was going on TV. And generally we tried to watch, of course, it's not even on right now, but New Year's Rockin' Eve is what we watched and went on the countdown with the New Year's Rockin' Eve. And back, when I was younger, I'd stay up even later than that and stuff like that. Now it's a struggle to stay up till midnight. Is it midnight yet?
I understand.
What do you mean? It's only 10:30.
I understand that.
So now it's like,
I'm going to take a nap, so wake me.
If it went for people shooting off their shotguns around the neighborhood here in
that's usually what happens. Yes. Well, it happens up here too. Yeah. I mean, they're shooting them off all the time. But actually, my answer kind of goes with both you guys because growing up, we did the same thing that Tommy K did, where we went and saw a movie and then went to a restaurant and then went home and watched the ball drop. And now, as I've gotten older and have my own family, I got to do what Gary does. You got to having food at home and try to stay awake, to see the ball drop. There's been years that we've, that my daughter will wake me up at like 5 till, like, Dad, the ball's gonna drop. Okay, and I'll roll back over and go back to sleep. I'm like, it's like I don't really get into it anymore. It's just not. My sleep is more important to me than watching the ball drop that's been dropping for, in my lifetime, 52 years. I mean, it doesn't really change that much except the little number at the end most of the time, except for 2000. But, it's like.
Of course, another thing was me and my wife would always have a New Year's kiss.
Yeah.
Right after the countdown was over with, and anymore it's just like, are you awake, honey? Leave me alone.
All right, just kiss you on the cheek.
Leave me alone.
But But when it comes to New Year's, do you have a New Year's resolution? And if so, are you comfortable sharing it with the group?
I wanted to ask before we go into that, with New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
it goes over into New Year's Day or whatever about traditions of, what is it, eating pork and sauerkraut?
Yep.
Do you guys do that? Because I don't. I never
New Year's
have.
Day, that was a New Year's Day thing.
Yep.
Yeah, we always put, my great uncle had a collection of silver dollars, and we'd all put a silver dollar under our plate. And that's the only time I'd ever eat sauerkraut was, well, you got to eat a handful of it. I hated that stuff, but I would eat like a spoonful of it on New Year's Day, so I would be rich for the rest of the year, I guess.
That's how I was when I was a kid. I didn't like sauerkraut, but now I'll eat it with no problem.
I'm not a fan of sauerkraut, but like if you go to the ballpark to get a brat, usually they have sauerkraut.
Yeah.
I can pick it off, and if there's still a little bit on it, I'm okay with that. I can still eat it. It's just not my preference, kind of thing. And with that said, what is the meaning of that tradition of eating pork and sauerkraut? Because I don't know.
It's a German. I want to say it's a German thing. I might have to Google it just to get the actual reasoning behind it. But I know since both sides of my family are German, that's kind of what it. But it's supposed to make you rich throughout the year, or
supposed to be for a prosperous New Year is basically what it's supposed to mean.
It's not raining money yet.
But yes,
maybe if you become a stripper. Okay.
Wow. No words.
There's a dead pause there.
Yes, it symbolizes bringing luck, prosperity, and progress for the new year. A tradition rooted in Pennsylvania Dutch, which German heritage, where pork signifies moving forward, and cabbage and sauerkraut, which we never had the cabbage part, or sauerkraut. That's what cabbage. Never mind.
Yeah, it is cabbage.
Represents what. That's what cabbage is, sauerkraut, or that's what sauerkraut is, cabbage. But anyway, represents wealth and long life due to their round shape and green color. All right. We're talking about the cabbage.
I was wondering.
That clarifies.
I thought maybe you stripped her and
no
ran through the neighborhood street. That's what I was trying to think of.
We're going streaking.
What are them brown and green things?
So, do you guys do New Year's resolutions?
Jokingly, you like to make resolutions, knowing that that's going to last a week, maybe at the most.
Yeah,
I really don't make resolutions, but you asked it a little bit ago, and I'll be honest, I want to read more. I'd like to read more. I'd like to.
There you go.
Further my education. I want to get to the third grade.
Hey.
Although I do like these kindergarten naps.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the kindergarten naps.
Handy.
Absolutely.
As my uncle always says, the afternoons are made for naps. So, Gary, do you do?
Well, I would say that to sit there and say that I want to continue staying in shape, that would be a resolution. But that's kind of like every year kind of thing. And I do try to keep that, but I'm kind of like Tom. You're not making specific resolutions.
No.
I'm going to do such and such by January the 25th or whatever, and and stick with it. But reading is a really good one. And of course, fitness is a really good one. And but to sit down and just say specifically, I'm going to write these down, and these are going to be, this is what I'm going to do. And that was like when I was younger, I might have done that kind of stuff. But now that I'm not younger.
Yeah. We're all reaching that. I mean, I'm getting to that point as well. I know I'm the youngest of those three, but I'm definitely getting there. But yeah, getting back to resolutions, I don't do resolutions either. I mean, I actually do goals. I set goals for myself.
Oh, I thought you said bowls.
No, goals.
Anyway.
Well, I've set bowls out too. I mean, that doesn't really do anything. But no, I set goals out for the next year of stuff I wanted to accomplish and stuff like that. Like I'm about ready to. I was doing research yesterday, and I'm about ready to go back and get my doctorate wherever I decide to go. But I'm also going to get some certifications because it seems like even though I have the degrees, the college degrees, it's not helping me get a job. So I need the certifications to get certain positions and stuff like that as well.
Mm-hmm. If you're getting a doctorate,
yeah.
Well, what's your doctorate going to be in?
Computer science.
Then we'll have to. Then you'll have to be the doctor. I mean, you'll be the two doctors, and
we'll just have two. Well, no, what it'll be is we'll have two doctors and Tommy K.
Doctor, and patient.
Doctor, Tommy K.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
But
Dr.
anyway, Dr. Lib.
Dr. Dub and Lib.
So, what is something you guys are looking forward to in the new year? Is there anything that's coming up in the new year that you guys are excited about? I kind of shared mine a little bit about going back to school and getting my certifications and hopefully getting a job.
Well, something that that is kind of a goal that I kind of set every year is that I will do more bike riding. And I would actually like to get to the point where I can enter into the Great Ohio Bike Ride that they go for like, I don't know, 150 total miles or something like that.
Yeah.
And happen in a different part of Ohio. I would like to be able to do that.
Is that like the what is it called? Begins with a P.
Pelotonia.
Pelotonia or
That's not what it is. It's separate from that. I mean,
okay. I wasn't sure if that
actually
was
it went through our little neck of the woods a couple times, and it's organized, and they have the routes organized, but it's a lot of riding and it's a lot of biking. But I would like to be able to do that now. Whether I will or not, I don't know. And I love riding bikes, so
yeah,
I guess that's something to look forward to.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
cool.
you remind me. That's inspiring. My brother is a big cyclist. I don't know if he does as much anymore, but I may have told you he cycled around all 5 Great Lakes at separate times or whatever, but he's one of 100 people that have ever did that, done that, whatever, which
nice.
I hear his stories and I'm just in awe, and he's always ridden his bike that I can remember, and he just kept on it and joined cycling clubs, et cetera, and so I wish you all the best, Gary, definitely, because
that might be something you can't even do anymore because you just can't go in and out of Canada anymore the way you used to be able to.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Well, he did Superior last summer.
I think that's all in the U.S. though, right?
Superior, he had to go into Canada.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, Superior and Huron. And even Ontario, I think, had to go into Canada, but he was able to, with proper credentials, et cetera, et cetera.
Like Michigan's anyone that don't have any.
My visa I use on my spokes. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, as far as the detail on that, I'm not real sure how in depth Gary it went, but he was able to. Superior took him like 22 to 24 days, something like that. He would cycle however
that's the biggest
many
lake,
miles.
isn't it?
Yeah,
as far as circumference.
the Great Lakes. Yeah. But for me, I like to build my karate school up for the next coming year. Just to try and get more students involved and interested, et cetera, and just grow things within that realm, if you will. So
there we go.
All right, cool. I know one thing I'm looking forward to is our cruise here at the end of January. because I enjoyed our last cruise that we were on, so the fact that we can, do this makes me out. The other thing is, and I didn't share this with both of you, and I actually haven't shared it with anybody on the show yet, but I'm not looking forward to this, but I will be glad when it's over, and that's the fact that I have to get I have skin cancer, and I have to get it removed. I have to get that Mohs surgery in February, so to get rid of the little bit of cancer that I have. So like I said, I'm not looking,
or whatever they call that.
Yeah. So because it's not a melanoma, it's I forget what science with which medical term the doctor said it was. Like, of course, me and words. It's hard for me to pronounce. So, but it's definitely not a melanoma, which is a good thing. But they did find it early enough, so we just have to do that, and they have to get it removed. So like I said, it's not something I'm looking forward to, but just something that's going to be. I'll look forward to after when it's gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but you guys kind of both mentioned about this. You could actually probably put this on your bucket list. But what 3 things would you put on your bucket list for the new year? I know.
Buy a bucket.
Buy a bucket list. Okay,
that's number 1.
Okay.
That's 1/3 of the whole thing.
I know Gary said about riding his bike. I know Tom said about reading and building up his karate school. Would those be things you would put on your bucket list? You think?
If I had a bucket list, and it's just something that you really wish you could do, and you don't necessarily have to have the means to do it, but maybe you could. One thing I'd like to do is take a trip to New Zealand and go to where the Hobbit village is and do it through New Zealand. I think that would be kind of awesome. That's cool. One thing that I'd love to do.
I used to have a bucket list in a way. It still kind of ties in, but like taking trips, like Gary was saying, my ultimate trip would be Alaska. I wanted to go to Alaska, and so that would be kind of a bucket list. About a couple years ago, it's related to the martial arts or whatever, but my list or bucket list is to attend, compete, or help judge in a martial arts tournament in every state of the United States.
Okay.
I have 4 so far.
You're on your way.
You're getting there.
But I mean that.
No, you got 46 to go.
Right. Yeah. That's for me a list. I don't. To go to Alaska or Hawaii would be one that. Well, even out west or whatever. But I guess it started because I'm on this website or whatever. It's like Karate Tournament Locator, and it'll post. People can enter on the page about hey, we got a tournament coming up, blah blah blah, and you can post your flyer or whatever. So I started collecting flyers from every state, and I'm down to only 7 states left that I need a flyer, to complete it, if you will. And those flyers, I think when I started collecting those, it was like, hey, this might be a fun tournament to go to. And then it just kept building upon that. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Maybe I should try to do that, Hey, next month I'm going out to, Vermont,
Arizona.
Arizona, whatever. No particular order, but that's a bucket list that I still need to get a bucket for it.
Well, if you do the one in Alaska, you'll take care of 2 things on your bucket list.
That is so true. That is so true.
Going to Alaska and being in a tournament of some sort, either judging or as a competitor or something like that while you're there. But
A quick bucket list would be that I need to go down and check the fuse. I blew a fuse here. That's why I got up away from. I'm like, come on, why did it turn off? Why did the tree turn off? And then everything's turned off on this side of the. I think it was because I had my computer
plugged in. That's shocking.
Yeah.
It's very shocking.
Anyway.
I mean, for my bucket list, I think the biggest thing, and Tanisha keeps talking about it, she wants to go to France because since our daughter Gia is there, and she wants to go visit her. And I would like to go to Europe because I would love to go to Germany, and I would love to go to the village that my mom's side of the family is from, and actually some of the relative, long distant relatives still live there. So it'd be interesting to go there and check it out to see what, see the history and, I know this is odd, but go to the cemetery to see, to find some of our deceased relatives, to see who's there and stuff. But I mean, that's something I've always wanted to do because my uncle has been there already before, he passed away. He went over there and visited the village. So it'd just be nice to check it out. So, but,
well, wish you the best to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see what happens. Like I said, the first thing is the cruise. That's going to be my relaxing time.
Yeah. Just ask the captain if you could veer off and go to France.
Can we veer off and go to Europe? Do one of those long distance, what are they called? Intercontinental cruises or something like that? Because I'd love to take a cruise to Greenland if that's possible. That'd be interesting to do something like that. I mean, I don't know if they. I
wonder if you'd have to fly over there somewhere to Europe to then catch the cruise liner.
I've seen some. Well, I've heard about some that leave here and they end there, and then you fly back. Oh. I've heard that. I mean, I've heard. I mean, they have some that are pretty much over there. That are like European cruises, but if you do the intercontinental, if that's how the proper word for it, it starts here and goes over there. But
I've always wanted to take a paddle boat ride across the Atlantic.
Yeah. But there's some people that actually, which I don't know how long I would last to do this, but I wouldn't mind trying it. Is they would actually have remote jobs and they just cruise. They just get on a cruise ship. They don't have to worry about anything else except they're working remotely and they're on cruise ships because everything is on a cruise ship. I mean, you have your entertainment, you have your food, everything is. You don't have to worry about anything. So it's like
icebergs,
except for the icebergs and falling overboard and stuff like that. So I mean,
I like being on a ship that long.
What's the steward throwing over the side? Those little cubicle things, ice cubes.
Ice cubes.
We hit an ice cube.
But so we'll
go on a cruise and be the stand-up comedy entertainment. Throw this guy overboard already.
Instead of giving you the hook, they'll have you walk the plank.
Yeah.
Arg.
It's turned into a pirate ship instead of a cruise ship.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, you never know.
Yes. But
that would be fun to do, though.
Yeah.
But you're saying, to just cruise on the cruise liners all the time.
The crazy thing is, one of the shows that we saw on our last cruise was an ice show. And I'm thinking these people are on a sheet of ice, on a boat that's moving, and they're doing all these tricks and stuff. And it's not like this area is that big to begin with. I mean, you have to think it's probably, think about the half court of a basketball court. That's how big that whole thing was.
Big at all.
No, it's not. And that's just that part. I mean, and they have the seats going around it so you can watch. I mean, it was not that big. And the fact that they were doing all these stunts and stuff, doing flips.
Wait. You said you have seats going around it?
Well, there's seats going around the ice, like you would in,
you mean
a regular
sitting
arena.
Just they're stationed around. Not the seats aren't moving, right?
No, the seats aren't moving. No, you're just sitting around and watching them do this.
So you're on a seat and like going around the course.
It's like watching the ice capades, but on a boat in a smaller area.
Doctor, here was B-Dub's view.
Yeah.
Up and down with the peaks and rolls of the wave.
Yes. Actually, it wasn't really that bad. I mean, so it just depends. But no. So, yeah, you guys have anything else looking forward for this coming year? Or anything to talk about this past year that...
I have really felt as I've gotten older about weather as far as temperatures. I'm tired of snow.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it's like I would love to have like 70 to 85, somewhere in there, year round kind of weather. If it's raining, fine, but the ice roads and icy conditions, I was okay with it in my 20s and 30s, kind of thing, but now I just don't want to do it anymore.
It's a hassle.
Yeah.
Because first of all, people don't know how to drive, but that's beside the point.
That is true, but...
Well, I mean, I ran into 2 accidents Friday night, and it was raining.
I
mean, and I'm just like, what's going on that people... I mean, it wasn't really raining. The roads were wet. I mean, it wasn't like it was pouring down rain or anything. It was just like... But I hit 2 accidents, one on each side of my area. I'm like...
So, Doctor, are you hearing this? B-Dub's confessing to hitting and running.
No, it wasn't me.
You said I hit 2 accidents.
Yeah, I had 2 accidents while I was out.
I'm joking, B-Dub. It was a joke. Okay.
I know it was a joke.
Got it.
How it slowed up my process.
How good was that joke?
I would go down more. That's how bad that was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Back to seriousness.
Okay, I got a holiday joke for you guys.
Okay.
Real quick. So their little boy and his mom's in church and listening to the Christmas program, and then they come home and Dad said how to go to church today, and the little boy said, "Oh, well, it went pretty good," and it was before Christmas, so he says, "Well, you're supposed to be a good boy this time of year," and the little boy says, "Yeah, I know, Dad," and he says, "Well, do you know what you want for Christmas?" And he said, "Yeah, I want a brand new bike with bicycle with all the bells and whistles, and GPS and everything." I mean, and Dad says, "Well, I don't know if Santa Claus can afford all that, but maybe if you pray real hard, you can get you'll be able to get that." So he gets up on Christmas morning, and he did not have that bike, and he was just all disappointed and hanging his head down. "Well, I didn't get I prayed for that bicycle and I didn't get it." And his mom said, "Well, honey, maybe if you keep praying, eventually you'll get it." So he goes to bed that night and he says, "Oh, dear God, please bring me that bike. I just got to have that bike so much. I'll keep going to church and whatever you want me to do. Please give me that bike." So the next day he gets up, there's no bike, and he's like, "Well, let me try again." I said, "Oh, please, God, I just got to have that bike. And Mama told me if I pray really, really hard, I can get it. So please bring that bike to me." He gets up the next day and there wasn't no bike. And finally the boy starts to get really aggravated. And I don't think my parents know what I'm talking about. And then he gets this idea. And so he goes and sneaks in. They still had their Christmas decorations up. And he sneaks into the little major scene that they have up. And he grabs a hold of Mary. And he takes her outside, hides her in the woods in the back of their yard, and he goes back in and he says, now listen, God, I've been praying for this for 2 or 3 weeks now, and you haven't answered my prayer yet, but if you ever want to see your mom again, you'll bring me that bicycle."
Wow.
Holding Mary for ransom.
Holding her hostage. Well,
That's all I got.
The Herald.
That's all I got too. So,
Hark, it's Harold, the hostage taker. Wow.
but you guys got anything else? Because I don't have anything.
I'm flesh out.
How about you, Tom? You got anything? Before we
Not
get out of
really.
here?
All right.
Not really. That was one of those easy ones. Well, all right. Well,
Just wait. No, I'm kidding.
all right. Well, I guess we will get out of here then, if that's all we have for this time around. I want to wish everyone a happy new year. Hope you bring it in festively the best you can, I guess, even if it's sleeping through it. I mean, that's how you do it.
That's my plan.
We have three gentlemen right here. That's probably what we're going to be doing.
Well, I might be up late. Depends on what time the football games are over with.
True.
Or Wednesday
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, because what time does that game start? Is that an 8 o'clock
Like
game?
8 or something, I think.
Yeah.
8 or
So
8.
they might, say, depending if you don't fall asleep watching football. I mean,
I might accidentally be up at midnight.
so you'll have an excuse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But other than that, but you guys don't have anything else?
Nope, I think we're good.
Nope.
All right. Well, until next time, we will see you next year. Ha ha ha. This is B-Dub, Tommy K, and Gary for the We Is Smart podcast. See you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.